So I actually have a couple of YouTube channels that I released when I was really young. And yes, I shaved my beard off. It'll grow back at some point, but I figured it would fit this baby face aesthetic. So let's check out my old channels. So the first channel we're gonna be checking out is Weed Eater Dude. This is my first YouTube channel. Let me see, when did I release this? Wow, December 2009. No, wait a minute. Is this the first one? Okay, so I was just going back because there are a couple. So I remember I lived at a different house in some of these videos. I'll show this one first, update on things.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Chase again, or you know me as Weed Eater Dude. This is my Back to the Future collection. Besides that, this is my room. A little messy right now, but I'll get that cleaned up sooner or later.
Legend has it that that room is still dirty to this day, even though I don't even live there anymore.
I made this kind of like TV thing. It's really cool. It's like one of those digital boxes.
Okay. So to give some context here, this video was released in 2010. You guys know in like February of 2009, so like think what? Like in a year and a half earlier, you used to have a digital box because I don't know if there was some government regulations or something, but analog TV was no longer a thing. And I remember thinking I could never stick a piece of aluminum and use it as an antenna in my TV anymore. Instead, I had to use a piece of aluminum in a digital box.
Hooked up to an antenna, my antenna fell over, but yeah, I kind of...
This TV thing right here, funny story. So I actually picked that up. It is a headrest mounted screen for like a DVD player setup, except this was like the second screen, or maybe that was a control screen, I don't know. I used to have this obsession where I could play video games in the car on the go, like full console games, and I would take the screen and put it on the back of the headrest like normal with a strap, and then I would grab like an inverter so I could play my original Xbox or my GameCube in the car. In fact, I did stuff like this all the way back in the early 2000s, probably around 2002, 2003, my dad actually had a conversion van that had like an 11-inch LCD screen in it, and they had the RCA like yellow, white, and red, and an inverter in the car, so I could hook up my N64, and I used to play it in there. And fun fact, they actually had a VCR inside of that conversion van. Crazy, right?
What it does is it hooks up through the AV jacks, and then the screen. You know, I'll turn it on for you so you guys can see how it works out. And then in here, a bunch of junk and stuff. I got the remote right here.
Some random news station. Oh, Detroit Public. Back when I was a kid, I used to watch PBS Kids constantly. That was like my only source of entertainment.
Really, many channels can like do the guide and stuff, which is really cool. But it doesn't matter. But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna make a Back to the Future video for all you guys out there and stuff. Bye.
Oh, update on things was the latest. Oh, I should have went to oldest. I should have started with oldest. Okay, me on my Baja mini bike. This video my mom took on her Palm Trio 755, and the only reason that I was able to upload this to YouTube is because I had an SD card. I think it was like a 2 gig SD card, and we had a mini SD card adapter, and I put it in there, and then I was able to have her record this, and then I could upload it to YouTube.
Okay. Turn the car completely around and take a video of me. I'm videoing. What? I'm videoing now. Yeah. Alright. Mom, turn the car around.
So I kept asking my mom to turn the car around because I knew which way I was gonna go and I was gonna drive around. And I was asking my mom to turn the camera so she could actually film me riding.
You'll see me better because I'm going back there and you'll be able to see me.
Man. And that was when she proceeded to turn off the camera. Now there is a second video of this, me and my mini bike part 2.
Alright, you ready?
I knew what I was trying to do a burnout because it was like muddy. And I'm wearing white pants. Like, white pants and mud. Like, how does that make sense? Now this video, my brother scared going on the Mackinac Bridge. I actually just watched this recently and I thought it was really funny. There was something I said in it. For some reason, I've always been a very sentimental person. Ever since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with the Back to the Future series and just time travel and just like, I guess I've always wanted to make videos recording my life just with that sentimental mindset, just being able to look back and see things. Now listen to what I say in this video.
Cars and more bridge. Some cars to the bridge, some cars to the bridge.
Okay, yeah, it's funny stuff. I think it's...
Oh, no. I gotta, like, remember everything. Like, it's gonna be really weird because I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna watch this video back later on and I'm gonna be like, oh, I remember when I was thinking that, you know? I'm like, that was so cool when I was thinking that at that time.
You are not going to know what you were thinking.
Oh, no, I always do, and I know what I'm thinking about. We're gonna remember that Pepsi truck.
There is one more channel I want to show you guys, but I did want to say some things. See how it says Weed Eater Dude? The actual reason it's called Weed Eater Dude is not the reason you think. And it's not because I was addicted to smoking the, you know, the ganj. It was actually because I was obsessed with trying to put a weed whacker motor on a bike. I loved two-cycle engines at the time. I was obsessed with them. And so I called myself Weed Eater Dude because that's, well, that's who I was. Now let's move on to my other channel. Now this channel is Weed Eater Dude 1. This channel was released around the same time. No, this is about a year later. So what I'm thinking is I must have just abandoned my old channel and started a new channel. Okay, so this channel is actually chock full of videos, but we'll start from oldest. So I'll be honest, there is quite a bit of history here. Let's check out this one. So this was my mini bike. This mini bike was a Baja mini bike and it had a 196cc, like, maybe it was a Tecumseh, I don't know. The reason I uploaded this video was because I got a chain for my mini bike on this day, and I was like, yes, dude, I have to upload this.
I got my mini bike up and running. It's just running right now. That's the chain I needed. This right here. Other one's fine.
No tension.
Put a new master link on it. If you guys didn't know this, it's the 6.5 horsepower Tecumseh, 196 cc's.
Got a good memory. Tecumseh.
And yeah, I'm gonna do a ride on video real quick, alright?
Duct tape on the handlebars. Big chillin', big chillin'. One-handed over all those bumps with like almost zero suspension.
Video later, bye.
I'll make a new video later, bye. So this was around the time I started playing guitar. So I started playing guitar in 2010, and I would have moved into the house that I was living in at the time around all of these videos took place. So I just recorded a segment where I was showcasing this video here, and I just realized that there are some restrictions on YouTube's platform for things like this. So if you do decide you want to look at this video, well, you can go check it out. So I tried to make a friction drive bike where there is a peg from a bike mounted on the motor as the spindle. I mounted it with super glue. That did not work, obviously. Oh, this was an interesting one. The electric bike.
You know the friction bike I was going to build? Well, kind of turned into the electric bike.
Right, because the spindle broke off, bro.
Okay, so this project is done. I just need to put a switch on it.
Okay, so the way I hooked this up was I had an electric motor that I connected to 12 volts with no speed controller, and I'm telling everyone I need to mount a switch so I can turn on the 12 volts on and off. I had no battery charger. I had no speed controller. I had semi-charged batteries.
I mounted two 12-volt batteries. The motor, I put a bike sprocket on it.
Which the sprocket I put on was a plastic bike sprocket from a derailleur on a mountain bike. Mind you, just slipped onto the shaft with a nut, just squeezing it down. Yeah, plastic's gonna work real well. So I hook up the wire to the battery, and I can hear my sister playing piano in the background. And this was a 7-speed bike, so I was able to hook up the chain, and then I could switch the gears, and that's when I showed me switching the gears with the electric motor. So technically it worked. I'll give it to myself. I did something really cool here.
You can see it. It's physically running.
Dude, when I read this is so sad. Look, guys, I know what you're thinking. Chase, why aren't you finishing the friction bike? Well, for obvious reasons. 1, I don't have very many resources, tools, etc. 2, I can't get a stable mount. 3, everyone keeps doubting me, so I gave up. Well, This time I'm not. Unfortunately, at this time in my life, there were a lot of negative things that were happening to me, and I had a lot of self-esteem issues, and I'm like, and I mean, at this point in my life, 13 years later, I don't care what people think, because in all honesty, it really just doesn't matter. Let's check out my Tears in Heaven cover. So actually, at this point in time, I had a Flip Video HD, so I was able to record in some high-quality 720p, which is quite interesting. And this would have been roughly a year and a half after I started playing guitar. Look, it's Baby Chase. It's Baby Chase. The lack of my beard really compliments. And oh, dude, I really strived for that emo hair. Even though I grew up in like an independent fundamental Baptist home, there was no emo hair, but I was a full-fledged emo at the time. Even though I'm playing this song. You know, when it came to this song, for some reason, the reason why I played this song is, number one, I kind of knew the song a little bit. And like I said, I was at a really low point in my life. I mean, probably the lowest I'd ever been. Felt very isolated. I would have been like, what, maybe 14, 15 at the time. I guess I just wanted to feel like that there were brighter days ahead, even though I didn't know that there would be. You know, when the song talks about if this, if that in the song, and it kind of just, I'm like, I guess I sort of had wishful thinking. I had wishful thinking that things would be better. Now, I don't want to end this video on a low note, so I'm going to show you one last channel, and I'm not going to reveal the name of this channel yet. If you guys want to see a part 2, there are 2 more channels. I'm going to show you a video from this one that takes place about a year or so after I was having a very low point in my life. But if I can express how much this literally changed my life, let me show you the slow version of American Idiot. In this video, right down over here, my friend on the drums. Oh my gosh, dude, he's an amazing person.
American Idiot by Green Day, and this is Last Day.
So what's funny is, you know, I'm playing it slow, whatever. But during these years of my life, my friend Isaac and I met when we were in preschool. And the entire reason I even found him again was because I found a preschool yearbook and he was in it. And I was like, oh, dude, I should look him up on Facebook. And this was probably 2011 at my lowest time. We ended up linking up again. And I mean, dude, I spent so much time at his house and us together, just being able to have an escape. I'll be honest, his house and his family was an escape from reality for me. And that was literally what like helped me heal. This was the catalyst into finding joy in life and to where I am now. Also, I am gonna roast myself a little bit. It is really funny that my guitar is like completely out of tune and it's really slow, but if you play back the speed on YouTube, I think 1.5, the song will sound about at the same tempo that was the original. I also didn't use the F word because, well, I was a good Christian boy back then. Yes, dude. Yes. I learned post this, like, well, it's been like, what, 12, 13-ish years, that this guitar, I was not playing the correct guitar solo. It was very close, but it was not correct. I wasn't sure how well you guys would like this video. I figured if you do like it, let me know in the comments because I will do a part 2 because I have 2 more channels and I would be willing to showcase some of that hidden content that is somewhere on YouTube in a hidden place.